This is clearly not accessible. But either is this apartment entrance. If a meeting were to take place here, an activist in a wheelchair would not be able to attend. If every day you take a couple of minutes to stop and look at different entrances to stores, restaurants, and homes, you will train your mind to spot wheelchair inaccessibility, till eventually it will become second nature. You will also begin to notice just how many entrances are not wheelchair accessible, and can get an idea of how it would hypothetically impact your daily life if you were in a wheelchair. I mentioned before how a step does not have to be a big one to be inaccessible. Here are some other tips. In this instance, the entrance does have a step, but it's so minor that it makes the entrance doable. But ideally, the entrances are flat and or have a ramp-like entrance. It is important to note that accessible entrances are not just for buildings. In order for a park to be wheelchair accessible, it must have at least one entrance that looks like this, a ramp. Just as it is not possible for a wheelchair to go up a step, it is typically not possible for a wheelchair to go up a curb, whether it be on the street or in a park. Another thing to look out for is nature. The average motorized wheelchair was designed to pretty much stay on smooth, artificial surfaces. For an example, similar to a car, my wheelchair will get stuck in the mud. Another issue is whether the doorway, or hallway, is too narrow. There's been many times where I was not able to get into a building because the wheelchair would not fit through the doorway. The last thing to be on the lookout for are ramps that are too steep. Pop quiz! Is this wheelchair accessible? The entrance is, but because it leads to a flight of stairs, it is not. There is a possibility that there is just a room on the ground floor to the right that we just can't see in this photo. And if that was the room that was used for an event, then it's fine. However, if the event were to take place in a room that would require people to go up a flight of stairs and there was no elevator, then no, this is not wheelchair accessible.